Yo, man, oh man, it's rough out here. It's rough out here, and there is a war on masculinity. They are trying to destroy it. It is a well-known fact that every generation, testosterone goes down significantly. Significantly. My father was a rough dude. His father was a tough dude. And it's not even just my lineage, it's everywhere, everybody. Of course, there's some people who are still rough and tough, but as a whole, we don't have the same level of testosterone. Now, why is it? We know it's the food, we know it's the difference in work. Technology has changed a lot. I'm inside working, so if I was outside in the field mowing grass or cutting wood or whatever all day long, boy, I'd be chiseled. Chiseled, and being out in that kind of element, it gives you thick skin, literally. And it makes your mind go places that most minds don't go because you're working with your body all day long. When you want to give up, you can't. When you want to go sit down, sometimes you can't. When you want to get water, sometimes it's just a quick water break and get back to work because we're on a schedule. But now, since men are inside and we are working with more women every day, it's killing our testosterone. It's killing our testosterone. Not because of what we eat, that's killing our testosterone as well. Not because of, the work that we're doing with the women, it's the interactions that we're having with the women, the way that we can't be ourselves. Because they'll say, hey, watch your tone. What? Why are you talking so with so much bass in your voice? See, they don't know this inflection thing, it's a muscle. And just like any other muscle, you have to work it. And also, like any other muscle, it takes energy. So when you see a man in the office or a man at church or a man at school, oftentimes women think that, oh, he's just, hey, what are you doing? Oh, let's work on our assignment. Oh, girl, let's work on this. Let's work on that. Did you hear what the pastor said? I can't wait to go out this weekend. You guys want to come drink with me? So they're used to dealing with those type of men, or even somebody talking like how I'm talking to talking to you how I'm talking to you right now. Just like kind of quick and kind of energetic. But again, that quick and keyword energetic kind of tone takes energy. So whenever a man may be feeling a little sluggish, a little down, he like, hey man, let's go outside. Let's go get something to eat. See, because it said, let's go do this, let's go get something to eat, they might overlook it. Oh, okay, well, I didn't really like his tone on that, but he's going to feed me. But if you say, hey, put those dishes in the sink. What? Who is this guy talking to? How dare him tell me to put the dishes in the sink? He's talking directly at me. He's not talking to me. Like, watch how you say it. And yes, I understand that sometimes it can be taken as rude. Sometimes it can be taken as a little bit straightforward. Men, we do talk direct. So it is something that we can work on. Not saying that we don't have room to grow. We all have room to grow. Nobody's perfect. But because there's so many men out here that are showing that, hey, I don't mind talking in this high register. I don't mind being a little bit more with my vowels and O's and, oh, do you want to go get a drink? And do you want to go out to the office? Or you want to go have fun tonight? Like, because men talk like that, they believe that when a man talks direct, straight up, straightforward, that's rude, that is some kind of like, I don't know, because you can even ask a woman, what tone do you want? Like, give me an example of like a more tone that makes you comfortable. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like your tone. I understand that, but I know you want me to talk differently, but sometimes I get tired and I just want to talk like me. Like when I'm around the dogs, I'm around my boys, and I'm like, hey, give me that beer over there, man. Usually they just pass me the beer, you know what I mean? And we continue to talk. Or he like, hey, dog, take your feet off my table. Oh, my bad, dog. I ain't even mean it like that. Take your feet off the table. Like, it ain't no kind of power struggle all the time. So, man, this toxic masculinity and tone war, tone police thing is really taking a toll on what a real dude is. Because it's like, man, Don't nobody want to be spending all this time with a woman who feel like every time you say something that she don't like, it's gonna be an argument because you need to change the way you say something. Okay, if you want a man to change the way he say something, you could just be like, hey baby, I'm gonna go do that, but next time can you say it like this? Oh, my bad, baby. I wasn't even thinking about that. I can't believe this dude at my job really took my hard hat. I'm just actually still festering with me. It's just I can't sleep at night. He took my hard hat. I had that hard hat for 7 years. And they talking about, you know what I mean? Because we be having a lot of things going on. And sometimes we really don't know how to get it out. So when we're talking and just having regular conversation, it just comes out because we got all this other stuff on the front of our brains, like paying bills, not going to jail. You know what I mean? Because believe it or not, even if you are a straight up citizen, man, this is America. One slip up, you'll go to jail. Don't pay your taxes and see what happens. So all of those things do come down to being organized and making sure that everything is situated in your mind. So sometimes our energy does go to like, man, my car insurance is about to lapse. Or dog, I ain't registered my car, or I need to call this mechanic because I need to get this part so I can get this truck on the road. Or man, I can't believe that they froze my load board. Or I got this big idea that I need to get up off the ground, but I don't know how to do it. And it gets frustrating. So sometimes when we do communicate, it comes out wrong because men are really good at communicating. Just, I've been working on it. Like I said, I've worked in corporate America, so I've been to places called like Toastmaster. It's a program that helps you actually stop saying uhs like I just did. So we count those things and we get things together to be able to present in public speaking. And it is a skill. And a lot of people have public speaking phobia because, it's all eyes on you. And even as content creators, this is public speaking. Because I know not a lot of people going to see it, but somebody going to see it and they're going to critique it. So it's hard. It's very hard as a man to try to communicate with somebody who critiques everything that you do and everything that you say when you're just trying to express yourself. And usually you're not even in the mindset to express yourself. It's an attack on masculinity. It's an attack on men. They don't want you to have testosterone. They don't want you to speak with clarity. They don't want you to speak with diction. They don't want you to speak with commandment of your words. They want you to pretty much ask everything that you have. They want you to ask for everything that you get. They want you to ask for everything you want. Hey, could you please do this for me? Could you please do that for me? Can you guys please keep it down? Can you please work on? Can you please do? Listen, man. Listen, man. There's nothing wrong with having manners. There's nothing wrong with being respectful. But sometimes you got to say what you got to say, and you got to say it how you hear it in your mind so everybody can understand where you're coming from. For instance, one more thing before you go, and I hope you stuck around for this. This is a great point. I should have put it further. I might do a short about this, Just like when a woman or a teenager or somebody who's not used to being in a position of power is telling a child, hey, go put that away. Go put that toy in the toy bin. And they have to tell the child again, hey, go put that toy in the toy bin. Rookie mistakes. When I was a new parent, I found myself doing it. Then on the third, fourth time, we yelling at the child, hey, go put that toy. I told you that. I told you. But then as we grow and we start to learn how to become leaders, because as men, we have to learn to be a leader. And it's not easy, especially when you weren't raised with leaders in the house. So you're trying to give people structure that you never had, but you knew that it would be helpful if you would have had it in your life. So instead of yelling at the child, when we get mature enough as men, we talk to them a little bit more firmly, like, hey, what are you doing? Put the toys in the toy box. And some women or teenagers, people who are not used to authority, translate that. They translate that to yelling. Because I'm like, hey, put the toy in the toy box, man. Stop playing. Do what I asked you to do. They translate that in their mind to the way my tone is. To, hey, put the, da-da-da, what I tell you to do. Because they don't know how to use inflection. They don't know how to switch their tone, their volume. All these things are verbal communication. It's not even about what you say, it's how you say it. And sometimes it can be misinterpreted. So we need to stop and be like, am I taking what this person is saying wrong because of the way it's coming into my ears and because of my past experiences? One more thing. One more thing. I remember one day I was leaving out my old studio and I was blown because I couldn't afford the rent no more. And I'm like, man, I'm about to get up out of this junk, man. I'm blown. It started to storm. I'm like, man, get up out of this. And then the dude in the parking lot said to me, oh yeah, you getting out of here just in time. And in my mind, I'm like, what? Cause you know what? I ain't trying to hear none of what you talking about right now. But he said it kind of like, he was a more, how can I say this? He was a more energetic, happy kind of guy. So when he said it, it kind of was like, it felt sassy because, oh, you get out of here just in time. And I'm, you know what I mean? It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But because, like I said, I didn't want to do anything. I kind of like to think about the things I do, especially out in public and, you know what I mean, around strangers and especially around certain type of people. You don't want to move the wrong way. So I let it chill. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, man, and kept moving. But then as I took some time and I kept cleaning and processing, the storm, the literal storm outside had passed over. And I said to myself, dang, man, I'm getting out of this joint just in time. Because, shoot, earlier I got caught in a storm. Any later, I probably would have been not got everything loaded up. And then it clicked. Like, that's what that dude was talking about. I was actually getting out of there, the physical building, in time for the storm. Like, I could have stayed inside when it started storming, or I could have kept going because obviously if I had to move a lot of stuff and it started storming, I would have got soaking wet. So the dude was kind of just messing with me like, yeah, you get up out of here before it starts storming. But me, being in my feelings about what I had going on, losing my studio, was ready to act a fool. And a lot of times, that is the same thing with tone, or the same thing with the way people say stuff. We interpret it the wrong way. We have our own perceptions of how people should say stuff, how people should move, how people should talk to us, how people should address us. And if it's not in that egotistical image that we have of ourselves being superior and you talk to me on this level, then we are ready to throw it all away. Throw the relationship away, throw the friendship away, throw our freedom away sometimes. It don't matter. Like, this is a crazy time we live in where everybody is full of pride. And it is an attack on masculinity because a masculine man, even though he's powerful, wouldn't hurt a fly unless that individual was trying to hurt him or his family, or he was trying to do something right to stop something that shouldn't be happening from going down, because that's what a masculine man is about. But if we keep checking his tone and making him to be feel like this is small and all you need it for is this, when it's time for him to step up and be what he is put here to be, a protector, a provider, he not gonna know how, because he's always been knocked down for not being perfect. So stop the attack on the men. Stop talking about the tone ain't what it needs to be. If he ain't cussing, he ain't putting you down, he's not using any kind of derogatory words, if he's not telling you to do something that doesn't make any sense, why not just listen to the message? Why not just listen to the message? And then when the person is done talking, speak your piece and say, you know, I didn't like the way you said that to me. Give them an opportunity to say, oh, my bad. It's what I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking about something else, or it just came out the wrong way. I just wanted to say this to you all day, and I finally seen you, and I just blurted it out. I'm sorry. But if sometimes somebody really want to tell you something and they try and get it out, it's hard. So when they finally get it out and you turn around and be like, you should have said it like this, or your tone is wrong, man, it make it difficult for a person to communicate. Think about it though. Masculine men, keep doing your thing, dog. Keep setting down the guidelines. Keep your order. Keep your structure. Keep doing things for your legacy. Because only you have the vision of where you want to see your family in the future. Honestly, a lot of people don't care. A lot of people do not care about where their kids and grandkids are going to be. They just, oh, I hope they're going to be all right. I hope, oh yeah, because we raise them this way. We don't do this. We don't do this. They're not going to do this. Man, you got to be on these children. On them. You don't got to yell and be abusive. Sometimes you got to be stern and have that kind of tone where they know, hey, he ain't playing. Let me go ahead and do what he say because he ain't about the games. He ain't even yelling. He just like direct and he's firm. So I'm going to go ahead and make it happen. Handle your business, young. My brother, handle your business. And sister, allow the men in your life to be the men who they're designed to be. Do not try to make them one of these metro men or one of these ABCDEFG men or any kind of things like that. Let that man be a king. Stop trying to get him to have more queendom in him. Stop trying to get him to think like a queen. That's your job. You a queen. Adjust your crown. We need you. I'll be the first to say we need you. You might not admit that you need us, but we need you. We need you to understand us. We need you to give us grace, give us patience, give us love, kindness, tenderness. But enjoy your holiday. Remember, be easy.